Hi, I'm Laura Barto from Studio One Stampers, and I have a little different kind of a video for you today. It's Valentine's time, it's February, it is the month of love, and I want to tell you about some sweet Stampin' deals. There are so many things going on with the company, and I've added a little extra for you just to show my love to you. Well, let me tell you about some of the great Stampin' deals. Well, many of you may know that during January and February, we do Sale-a-Bration. And Sale-a-Bration means you get something free with every $50 or $100 that you purchase. Great exclusive product. And this particular brochure shows you all that product. Now, I've been working on videos since the beginning of January to show you some of those products and show you what to do with them. But oh my goodness, there's more. Stampin' Up just announced at the beginning of February that there are additional items that you can get with a $50 or $100 purchase. This is a cute flyer, and I'll put a link to this flyer and all the products that are available. The really cool thing about it is that these products are all from our current catalogs. So you can either buy them or get them free or do a combination. So it's a fantastic deal. So that's a wonderful deal. And I've created some projects using these products so that you can see how they're used and what my favorites are. But wait, there's more. Stampin' Up also has an amazing deal for you if you want to become part of Stampin' Up. Now, what does that mean? That means that you could be part of my team, part of a group of wonderful, friendly, kind demonstrators who share their creativity, who share their ideas, and get a discount. And I don't know if that's the best part, but for me, the best part is the love, is sharing the connections between people who are creative and connecting and sharing together. That's what I really love. And if that's something you're interested in, you might be interested in this amazing opportunity that's only during the month of February. So if you like to die cut as opposed to use your scissors, this is an adorable little die cut machine. This is the Boho Blue die cut machine. It opens up like this, so it opens up this way and it opens up in the back, and you put your dies right through here so that you can not have to fussy cut. Now, you can get this machine and $125 worth of product for just $129. Oh my gosh. But wait, maybe you prefer white. This is our standard little die cut machine. It does the same thing, but you can get that same deal with the same amount of money with this one. Well, wait a minute. Maybe you already have die cut machines. Maybe you have a bunch like I do. Well, you can then just spend $99 and get $175 worth of product with free shipping. Oh my gosh. And then what does that give you the opportunity to do? To shop with Stampin' Up, or to sell with Stampin' Up, to create a business, or to just do it for fun. And every order that you place, you get a discount starting at 20% and moving up. Oh my gosh, who doesn't want a discount on everything you purchase? Well, let me know if that's what you'd like to know about, and I'll be glad to talk to you about it. But of course, there's more, because it's the season of love. What I've created for you is a bonus. Now, you already are going to get the bonus with every $50 you spend with Stampin' Up. You get to pick something either from the brochure that we had from January or these whole list of new products. But I've taken and created a set of 4 cards that you can have absolutely free. I'll send them to you, or you can pick them up with your order, and they are using a whole bunch of the products that are available just during February as free items. These are items from the catalog. And one more step, what I did is I took the cards that we have, or I should say the stamps. These over here are kits that are in our catalog. I picked my 2 favorite birthday kits. And I took the stamps from those kits and the ink, and I made these cards. So if you've already purchased these kits, now this would be an add-on for you. Well, can you use different stamps? Of course you can. These are just greetings that are put on here. So if you have stamps that you already want to use, inks that you already have, you could do that to make them. Well, let me give you a closer look at my free bonus. So again, $50 gets you 4 cards, and $100 is going to get you 8 cards, 2 of each, with every order during February. That's a great bonus on top of what the company's giving you with free product. Does that show you the love of February? I hope it does, because I love you. Let me go close and show you exactly how I made these cards and the products that I used to put them together. Well, here are 2 of the cards that are part of my offering with free cards. So these 2 are both this gorgeous mountain scenes. They're both birthday cards. And I want to tell you where the stamps and this gorgeous little happy comes from. This has been so much fun to put together. This is Enjoy Your Journey paper. It's in our mini catalog, our January to April, but it's also free with a Sale-a-Bration $50 purchase. So what I did is I combined this free item along with this card kit. Now this card kit is a $21 card kit. It's called Timeless Greetings, and it makes 4 each of these cards. These are fantastic for guys. I don't know about you, but I'm always struggling to find an absolutely adorable card that I can give to guys. Well, let's take a look at what's in this kit. This kit is just $21, and inside here, let's see what we get. Oh, we've got these cute stamps. Let me show you what they look like. A whole bunch of really cute stamps. We've got the globe, we've got a clock, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 greetings. Wow, that's a great stamp set. And those are the greetings that I've used to make my cards. Well, we also get a soft suede ink spot. That's really cute. And then here's all the other parts of the project. Well, let's open this up and see what we've got. Oh, wow, this looks awesome. Well, I like to kind of take my pieces apart and see what goes where. All right, well, of course, we've got our block to put our stamps on. That's really helpful. And then our backing pieces for each of the cards. Oh, we've got a bunch of dimensionals. Oh, aren't those cute? These cute little diamond shape embellishments. And the envelopes are all different patterns. Look at how cute that is. Like a little craft pattern on there. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, fun. And here's our card bases. So here we are. Those are really nice. They kind of have a sort of a old world paper look. And these are the watch strings, and then some things to stamp to put behind our stamping. Some stamping banners. Ooh, and here's the world. You can stamp the world on there. And here's our clock face where you stamp the clock onto. These are adhesive dots, so you can use those to put your kit together. And oh, look at this. How fun is that? Here's our globe and our pocket watch. Oh, those are so pretty. Well, you can see how all those pieces go together. And don't worry, there's a video that Stampin' Up! Put out showing you exactly how to put it together, and you get great instructions. So what I've done is I've taken the stamps that are on these cards and I've used them to make the free cards. So you'll need to have stamps and ink to make these free cards, but that's okay because you could either use the ones from this kit or you could use other stamps and inks that you have. What a cute kit. Oh, this is so fun. And what a great stamp collection to have. And look at these cards. Wow, this is fun. Anyway, I'll put that all away. Let's get to making our cards. And let me tell you what I did to make them. So I'm going to put my kit away and pull in what I've done for my cards. So let's go back to this card. So this card has obviously using this designer series paper, and I have my pieces already cut here. I took my trees and I die cut them from this Majestic Mountain set of dies. So I've got these 2 trees that I added in here, and those will come already die cut for you. And I've got my stamps. I put my stamps from that kit onto my own blocks just so I could do that. And I also grabbed my own soft suede ink pad just because
I hadn't opened the kit yet. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and put this together. Now you'll notice that this card is not identical to this card. So I flip-flopped the different patterns. So you might get the purple one or you might get the green one. That's because this paper comes with both of them. So if you cut off the bottom edge, you get the purple one, and if you cut out the other edge, you get the green one. So you'll be surprised in your kit which one you get. Well, let's go ahead and get our gluing done to see if I can locate my glue. Oh, there it is. Nope, I gotta find it. Okay, here it is. Sorry, I should have been better prepared. But let's go ahead and put our designer paper onto our backing. And again, it could be either blue or purple. This is Gorgeous Grape I have here, and the one behind the other card is Garden Green. And you would think that I'm a genius, but I just picked the colors that match the designer paper. That's what's so fun about this. Everything coordinates. And I wanted to tell you a little secret too. Maybe it's not very much of a secret. But every year we introduce 5 new ink colors. And do you remember that little boho blue embossing machine I showed you? That is one of our new ink colors that's going to be introduced. And I've heard rumors that there's going to be other color changes as well. So that's really fun. Now I'm going to take these 2 pieces and put that in here just like that. So that one goes there, and this one goes right on the edge over here. So just about the same distance here and there on either side. And then this piece is just going to be glued right on top of this in the center. And I like to just put little dots on here to do that. You know, I love my glue. The dots are easy from the kits are easy to use as well, but I just love my glue. So now I'll go ahead and put on a couple of these trees. And I like to just kind of put a little dab at the top and then just kind of come right down the center of this tree. And I like to smooth it out so nothing's going to ooze out. So this tree I'm going to put kind of right here. There we go, like that. And then this tree I'll just put next to it. Super easy to do, so you won't have any trouble getting these cute little trees. And if there's any little pieces that are still stuck in the die, like here's one, there's one, just poke that out with something you have and before you put it down. And then I'll put this one kind of down at the bottom. And I love how it goes off the side just a little bit here. I think that really says, oh my goodness, we have such a gorgeous piece here. Now we just need to do our stamping. And I do like to make sure that I have a good surface to stamp on. Sometimes I like to bring in a pad or a piece of cardboard or something. But for right now, we'll just go ahead and do that. And we're going to use the stamp that says Time to Celebrate from our kit. So we'll just stamp that right here on the end. Looks like I already stamped something on that scrap, but that's okay. So I'll just pop that right down here. Hold it for a moment. And you see how I'm using 2 hands? That's always a great way to make this work. And then I'm just going to trim this off with my scissors so that I have just a nice little square. And I'm going to grab a couple of dimensionals to put on. I love these mini dimensionals. You'll want to certainly get some of those on your order to make sure you have lots of those, because they just add such an incredible look to a card when you can do that. So that's our first card. And look how you put that together. So it might either be the green one or the purple one. Either one is great. I just love this paper. All right, that's our first card. Well, let's go ahead and get our second card ready. We'll pull that in and show you what that looks like. So here we have, again, you can see you can see exactly the piece of paper that I grabbed that from. And you have the die cut words happy in your kit. Now those came from this amazing set of dies, and these are called the Alphabet a la mode dies. And you can see that you get a whole collection. I love that they gave you a couple of extra vowels. So we've got 2 E's and 2 A's. So we've got some extra things that we can really put in to make it a little easier when you're die cutting. And look what I used. This is gorgeous. You're going to love this. This is the rose gold foil paper. It's got 3 different darknesses or light light to dark, and kind of a little more matte and a little more glossy. So this is what I die cut those letters for you out of. So you can really see that that goes really well with these kind of coppery colors in this piece. And I want to show you a really easy way to put them on. So I'm going to pull in my pieces here, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece on because it'll be a little easier to handle once it's glued. A little, you know, it's a little more stable with the background on there. So, all right, so there's my mountain. I've got that on the back. I'm just going to scoot this out of the way. I'm going to decide where I want this word happy to go, and I'm going to bring in a Post-it note. And I'm going to put the Post-it note, so I want to put the happy, and I can kind of just start laying them out and kind of see where I want them. I do want to have space right here for to stamp my greeting. So I'm going to lay out my words and see if I can spell. Well, I don't know. H-A, and then 2 P's, right? And they all fit on there just nicely. Well, that looks like about the right spot, but obviously they're not straight. I'm going to take my Post-it note and just put it up there. You can see I've got it straight here, and then I've got the sticky part like right up there. So I'm going to go ahead and really kind of lay these out where I want them, pretty close, and then I'll pick up one letter at a time, and I'll use that Post-it note as my guide for putting them down. So I'll start with my H, and you really want to use tiny amounts of glue, just super tiny. If you can see it, then it's enough. And if you see anywhere it's built up, just move it around so it's not going to squeeze out, because we just don't like that look of squeezed out glue everywhere. People often ask me, does it dry clear? And the answer is yes, it does dry clear, but it dries glossy and it dries sticky. So if you do have that problem, there's a couple things you can do. You can either kind of find an adhesive eraser to get it off if you can, or you can put a little bit of our embossing buddy. If you take that and dab it on there, it puts just a fine coating of powder on and takes the sticky away. So those are 2 ways to deal with a little extra sticky if that happens to you. And of course, it's happened to me many times, which is how I know how to fix things, because I think that I might have made just about every mistake possible, and that's okay. That's how you gain experience, and that's how you share your ability to help other people not make those same mistakes. So I always love to share my foibles so that you have a better experience. And you can see I'm just working quickly, and just a tiny amount of glue. You could also grab a toothpick. A toothpick is another great tool just to add a super tiny amount of glue in just the right spot. So there's my word happy. Oh, whoops, there we go, almost happy. There we are. There we go. And you can see I'm really quite straight. I'll pull that Post-it note up, and look at how that worked so well to put that straight on there. Now I'll go ahead and take my greeting, and I'm using the soft suede. This is the color that comes in the kit, and I'm just going to just put my nose in here a little bit just to make sure that I put that on nice and straight. 2 hands and straight up. Yes! I still get super excited when it all works. Especially on camera. I think that's a really good thing. So there we've got that piece. Now this is so easy to put together. We're just going to fold this here and give it a nice crease, and then put our design paper here. And of course that all comes from this same piece. You are going to have so much fun with this designer paper. I've had just a great time coming up with these cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this piece to put it on, just to give it a little bit of height. Nothing else is really sticking up on this card, so I can afford to have a little more height that's going to fit in my envelope just fine. There's no problem sending these through the mail with just, one little layer of dimensionals on there. That's a great thing. And this will just go on right here. Okay, well there we are. So these are 2 of the 4 cards that you're going to get in your card kit. Now, if you place a $100 order, you can get 4 like this and another 4 of the other patterns. So you can get 4 different ones with $50 and 8, 2 of each with a $100 purchase. I can't wait for you to get a chance to make these cards. Have fun. Well, aren't these absolutely adorable? And can you believe that they're made with the same paper that we used before in this Enjoy the Journey paper? Look at this gorgeous sky. And these little patterns are actually coming from the little decorative pieces on the back side of the scenic side. So how fun that the same paper is used for all of these cards. Well, let me show you where the stamps and the ink came from for these projects. So look at this adorable kit. So this is the Light Your Candles kit, and it's available in our online store. It's not in any catalog, and this particular kit makes 8 cards. Let's take a peek at what's inside. This kit has a Coastal Cabana ink spot, so we've used that as far as our stamping color. It comes with a block that you put your stamps on. Let's take a peek at these adorable looking stamps. Look at this. We've got, whoops, I guess it goes that way. You've got Happy Birthday, Hip Hip Hooray, Light the Candles and Make a Wish, the little tiny greetings, as well as sparkles for your candle, and even some little background splishes. So just a really fun collection of stamps, and you'll see as we use that. And here's the cards. It's a collection of 4 of each of these cards, and look at this. Can you see that this is glittery in the back? I don't know if you can see that, but that's actually glittery back there, as is here. It's glittery behind this cake as well. I don't know if you can see that, but my goodness, these are outstanding cards and super easy to put together. And the video that we have for this from the company has actually Sarah Douglas, our CEO, doing the stamping for us. Well, we get all these great pieces. So you've got your envelopes. Aren't these cute? These cute matching envelopes, the stripes and the dots, and then the card bases. Oh, here, you can see that shine better. See how that's shiny back there? That's going behind your candles. And then you've even got these whole strips of dimensionals. You can see I've used a bunch, but they're long strips that go around this to pop everything up. And then your adhesive dots, and oh my goodness, all kinds of stuff. This is a fantastic kit. And my goodness, it's only $19. And of course some bling. We've got some bling to put on top of those. So that's how I made those. And so then I took the stamps and I used them to make these 2 cards. So let me go ahead and show you how I've made additional cards with the stamps and inks that you would have once you've made the kit. Now, can you make these cards with other stamps? Of course you can. That's not a problem. So we've got these 2. I'm going to start with the Songbird. And the reason I did that is, of course, this is one of the products that's free during Sale-a-Bration, or you can purchase it right from the catalog. It comes with this stamp set. So the Sweet Songbird stamp set, you can see that you can punch out the birds and all these different things as a builder punch along with this. So you can also get this together, but you can get the punch free right now and just purchase the stamp set if you want to. And so let's go ahead and make this particular card. I've got some little dots here for the eyes and some punching pieces. So let's talk about what I have. I've got a piece, of course, my Journey Designer Series paper. Let's go ahead and get our white card base folded. Always nice to use a nice bone folder to get a nice crease on there. Let's put our designer paper on first. I'm going to put that on. It's going to go from top to bottom, and I have it just a little bit over to the side here. Just like that. So there's a little bit of white showing. I don't know, I just like that idea. And then let's go ahead and get our bird ready. I want to show you how this builder punch works. So obviously you unlock it. Here's the unlock part. And what I want to do is there's 4 pieces to this. We've got the bird, we've got the breast of the bird, we've got the wing of the bird, and we've got the beak of the bird. So I'm going to put my piece in here, and I'm just going to actually punch them all with one thing. I could try to use a different piece of paper, but this is simple. So I'm just going to punch all the pieces out with that. So I've got all my pieces here, but I want a different color for the breast of my bird and my beak. So I'm just going to take this little piece of paper. I'm going to stick it in the side here and just do actually just do the breast. That's what I want to do, this piece first. So I'm just going to do that one first. And then I just need a little piece with the beak here. So I just need that little piece right there. And so that's what I need. Well, now it's just a matter of gluing that together. And that's a super easy task. So I'm just going to, and make sure you glue on the correct side. That's always a trick. Make sure that it fits right on your piece. So we've got that going on. And then we'll put the little wing, and I want to put a dimensional on my little wing. And somehow I've lost them here. They can't be far. They can't be far. Oh, maybe I put them in here. That's where I put them. There we go. I put my wing on with dimensionals, and I think it can go either way. I don't think it matters whether it's, I think it's mostly symmetrical. So we'll just put that on. And then I'm going to just put my little beak on. I'll put that on with a tiny bit of glue. Let's see. I've got this little thing on the end of my glue. Get rid of that. And then just put a little tiny dot. That's all I need, just a super tiny amount. And I'm going to position that right above the breast. Just kind of right here. It looks like it's low, but it's really not. I think that's a good spot for it. And then I'm going to grab a couple of my black matte dies. I like the smaller ones, I think, for the eyes. And we'll position one, I think, about right there. And the other one, let's see, I think I would like that one right there. And one of the tricks that I learned, I used to be a toy designer, is that if you bring the eyes down, it looks more like a young bird, and if you bring the eyes up, it looks like more like a mature bird. So let's go ahead and glue that to our piece. So we'll put that onto our circle here. And then let's use some dimensionals to put this onto the card itself. Isn't this songbird just adorable? I think that I just have so enjoyed it. It's such a, and I have to tell you, I'm so excited for spring to come, to have all the birds come back, and oh, I love that idea. So here we are, we'll just put the circle on, oh, I think right about there. Just a sweet little bird. Well, let's get our greeting done. So I've got a piece of white, a strip of white here. And I am going to bring in just a little pad to stamp on because it really does work better. And I'm using the Coastal Cabana. That's the color that came from the kit. This happens to be my large pad because I have it. And let's do happy, happy birthday. Yep, love that little, just a cute little font. And I can see what I'm doing here. And I just want to pop that right in the middle of this strip. And you see how I'm using two hands? That is the best way to really get a good impression. Oh, and it's so nice with the photopolymer stamps. So you can do that. Well, let's just put that together and put this onto our piece. And that's going to go on here just like that. And we'll put a couple of dimensionals on there. And then we've got our card. Well, let's move on to our next card. Well, let's move on to this card now. This is very, very easy to do, and I just love the little candle theme as well. And of course, inside it says, light the candles and make a wish. So it's the perfect stamp set to go for this card as well. So let me tell you a little bit about what I've done here. I've taken a piece of Coastal Cabana, and of course I picked Coastal Cabana because that's the ink color that comes in the kit. And I die cut it with these deckled edge dies. And so I took the die and actually cut that out of the piece of paper first. And then I use this In the Clouds embossing folder. And you probably remember that this is in our main catalog, but it's also one of the items that's free with a $50 purchase. So I do that, and that's the second step. So you want to do your cutting first, and then the second step would be to do the embossing. So cutting and then embossing. So I want to take and put this piece down. I'm going to grab a bunch of dimensionals and put them around the edge. And you can put as many as you want. I don't think you need a ton, but just put them around the edges to get this to stay up. And so we'll put that and the reason to do this first, of course, is then we can see where to place our candles. And those are going to also be put on dimensionals to raise them up as well. So yeah, lots of dimensionals, but that's okay. You get so many in a package. I just think it's great. All right, so I think I'll go ahead and get this folded so that I can see exactly where to put this piece on. All right, and so this is now ready to go. And I just love this little texture on the edges of this. I just love how that looks. What a fun folder to play with. So we put that down, and then we'll take our candle pieces, and there's 3 different patterns. I'm just going to flip them over to the backs, and again, put the dimensionals on. So I guess I'm using a lot of dimensionals for this project, but I think that's what really makes it look so exciting. And the kit is very dimensional as well. The kit with those with the cake up high and the candle layers up high, I think that was really kind of the inspiration for me to really make this all 3D. All right, we've got our pieces. So I'm going to put my center one down first, and I'm going to put that one, I'm probably about a ½ inch up from the bottom, and then I'm going to put the other 2 a little bit lower. I like the idea that the candles are a little bit different heights. So there we go. All right, and now I need my flames. Well, you're going to be really surprised where the flames come from. They come from our songbird punch. Look at that little wing. That little wing actually will do a super job cutting out our little candle flames. So I'll just kind of put that in there, and by using a small piece of paper, I can just put that just really make it efficient. So there's my 3 candle wings. I'm going to put them directly onto the paper, and I know that they go there, so I'm just going to put 3 little dots of glue right there and just pop those right on there. Isn't that great how the wing of the bird makes those great candles? Isn't that fun? I was so excited when I saw how beautifully that worked. And now let's go ahead and do our greeting. I really like to stamp on a soft mat, and this is my paper pierce mat, just covered by a piece of paper, and that way I can always just recover it whenever I need to. And this says hip hip hooray, and I'll just again use the 2 hands for stamping. I think that works really well. Oh yes, and then let's flag the ends of this, and so I'll go down the center and then from the corners or from the edge, so I know I've got that center area planned just right. And the same thing on this side. Just go right from the edge or the corner, whatever's better for you. And there's my piece. Now I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on because I've already got this height here. So I'll make sure I put a little bit on the ends and then kind of where I think those candles are. I don't know where they are. It doesn't really matter, but it's going to be fine. And just put that across just like that. And then, of course, I'll add my greeting, light the candles, and make a wish on the inside. Isn't that great? Well, you're going to really enjoy making these cards, and I hope you have fun, and I hope you feel the love for this season. Till next time, have fun.